Whoops. Kind of forgot I was recording for a second. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian from Kingdom Hearts Team Across Nation. And today is just our quick weekly update discussing all the stuff that came out for this week. It's regular stuff, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Yeah, all that good stuff. Let me get to the notices over here. Yeah. Oh! Before I forget, today's episode is dedicated to our lovely Patreon, Justin Mueller. Justin, you rock. I'm not doing the wink today. The wink. I can't. Not today. You've already gotten the wink, Justin. Not today. You only get the wink once. Let me, I'm just gonna go over all the quick notices and stuff that came out. So, let's start with the weekly gem quest. As you can see, I finally got this stuff working. It doesn't lag. I don't have to worry about it. I even got a new useful tool, too, that I can use in the future. Let me show you real quick. I can do this stuff. Watch. Bam. I can, like, draw on the screen. This is going to be perfect for like my in-depth analysis videos now. So like when I'm doing high score challenges or the the Hades cough, this will be a great tool that I'm going to abuse like heck because it's fun and all that good stuff. Like I feel kind of fancy when I use it. This week we got another gem quest. It's a power type. I think we're used to this by now. I don't have to really go over that. It's a power type gem. Other than that, let's go into the high score challenge that we got going this week. I'm not gonna lie, guys. There was this one Twitter person that summed up this high score challenge quite nicely. Let me actually see if I believe I retweeted it, so I want to pull it up on my phone real quick. Okay, so this is what they said, and I just love this. And I think I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna try to post it on the screen too, so you can see it. But this is what they said. They said, no $5 VIP. We got a 20 mercy pull for each foreteller, with 5 foretellers out at the moment. And now we find out these extremely hard to pull medals will only be useful to get area, which is extremely outdated. Why? That sums up everything almost to the point. Think about it. Okay. We have a high score challenge. Now, high score challenges are known. They're supposed to, in a way, they're kind of like Coliseum, where the people who do well at the top get these really good medals. However, this is not the case. This is honestly the opposite. Like, it just makes you look at this like, why the fuck am I doing this? This is bullshit. Basically, like that tweet mentions, like, this is literally a waste of time, because the assist medals, let me actually go to the event. Because the assist medals themselves completely, I feel like significant is not even like a good enough word, but the assist medals themselves just completely make aerial feel obsolete. Look at this. Okay, so these are the assist medals. We have all 5 foreteller medals at 21%. We got Kyrie EX, which is a 14%. These guys right here, I like that. I like that they're putting that as part of the assist medals. That's cool. I appreciate you, Senna, for doing that. Okay, bravo. You're giving at least like free-to-play players and stuff a chance of at least, you know, doing somewhat well on the high score challenge. And then, of course, we got the VIP medals, and we got 2 of them to boot, which is nice. This is kind of a little messed up and a little backwards in all sorts of ways, because here's the thing. These guys, the foretellers, they're guaranteed mercy pulls. Granted, they're bullshit 20 mercy pulls, but they are still mercy pulls, okay? Like, if I really wanted to, I can still use 60,000 jewels to get these guys. But Miss Kyrie over here, she is not a mercy. I don't care what your mama says, or what your next door neighbor says. She is not a mercy pull. I don't care if you got her on your first pull. I don't care if you got her on your 5th pull. I don't care if you didn't pull for her at all and you still got her. She is not a mercy pull. There have been tons of people who did not get her and still didn't get her. I have one person in my party who happens to be probably the strongest person in our party who didn't get her, but everybody else got her. Granted, I was like quote-unquote lucky to get her on my 25th pull, while almost everybody else in my party got her like within the first few pulls, which is complete bullshit. I believe that if they're gonna make EX medals like assist medals and stuff, they should make the Mercy pull medals the 14%, not Kyrie. Kyrie should be a 21%. The assist medals right here, so like all these EX medals, like actually all this, okay, almost like literally look at that, like more than half of the assist medals alone do significantly more than I can't do it than Ariel does. There she is. Okay. So Ariel raises strength by 6 tiers for 1 turn and lowers target's defense by 1 tier for 1 turn, and restores 5 gauge. And she's a magic upright medal tier 6. Okay. I have her 1-dotted, which is what you're most likely gonna have it at if you manage to get her. So she starts off with a 1.15 multiplier. Alright. This is completely outdated. Like, it's legitimately not even worth like getting this medal. Unlike like the last high score challenge where, like, you know, the 2 medals were like alright. Literally, she's just an inferior version. Come on, scroll up. Of the 0.2 Kyrie medal. Because she also raises strength by 6 tiers, but she also raises strength, PSM strength by 1 tier for 1 turn. And even though she just like Ariel lowers defense by 1 tier for 1 turn, she also lowers PSM defense by 1 tier. 0.2 just completely like outstrips Ariel. Like it literally just makes no sense. 0.2 Kyrie herself was a mercy pull when she came out. You could get her in like 5 pulls. I believe it was 5 pulls. You get her in 5 pulls, okay? And she's like literally a class higher than Ariel. However, Ariel, who needs like who needs basically every recent EX medal in existence, needs them as assist medals to even get Ariel, who's like a lower tier version of 0.2 Kyrie. Like it just doesn't make sense. It's a complete waste of time. Like, do the high score challenge just to do the high score challenge. At least do that, okay? I'm not saying to not do the high score challenge. I'm saying to please be smart about your spending. But other than that, let me jump into some other stuff. Let me do the update notes real quick. So they actually fixed the bug where like the game would crash if you click on the booster button that shows up in your profile. So you go to my profile. They actually fixed the bug that will make your game crash sometimes when you click this button. But apparently they fixed it. So for those of you that may have been affecting, that's worth noticing. I hope that helps you out. Let's talk about the VIP that is happening this week. Excuse me. So for this week's VIP, we get 2 VIP medals. And I love free medals for VIP because I try to get VIP every week. This week, on top of the Marluxia EX medal, which I strongly recommend getting because it's legitimately like a really strong EX medal. It's on par with the Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora and Riku illustrated EX medal that just came out a while ago, the speed upright version. It's literally an exact copy of that, just a magic upright version. I mean magic reverse version. That's it. It's literally just a different attribute. So I highly recommend it. Like, it's guaranteed. So like, even if you're not planning to get all 7 weeks worth, at least get it once, because it's gonna help you out like a lot. At least in some time in the future, if not right now. But we also get into 7 magic brooms for this week. But let me go over this new medal that we got going on. So we have a key art number 12, and I've actually been looking forward to this medal quite a lot recently. Even with Kyrie EX, I honestly really like this medal. Now, I know a lot of you, your first reaction when you saw this medal or you read it or whatever, okay, was if you happen to have Kyrie EX, it's like, oh, this is useless with Kyrie EX because of this part of the description. So let me go over it. It's a power upright medal. It's a
tier 6 AoE uses 3 gauges, okay? Deals 8 hits. It raises strength by 2 and PSM strength by 1. And it raises defense and PSM defense by 1. But it also removes targets enhancements and inflicts more damage the smaller the slot number. Okay. The key thing that people were looking at was this part right here. The removes targets enhancements. Alright. I kind of cut that off, but oh well. That's the main thing people were looking at. So, like, people's first reactions when they saw this was, oh, he kind of sucks because he just makes Kyrie EX useless. Because in case you don't realize, removes targets enhancements, what that means is any buffs and debuffs that an enemy happens to have, this medal will completely erase it and make them go and basically reset everything for the opponent. So they have neither debuffs nor buffs. They're just completely like straight up raw normal. Because of that, the debuffs that Kyrie EX inflicts upon enemies becomes reset. It just erases that. So it doesn't get the, I believe it's -6 PSM defense and the -3 defense. But here's what I got to say about it. This is still a good medal. I honestly, I still enjoy this medal a lot. In my opinion, I'm going to be replacing this with my HPO. I'm hoping I can get extra attack on this medal. The reason why I want to use this over HPO is because of the fact that this is literally a universal buff medal. It literally buffs everything about you. It doesn't do any debuffs, but it does every single buff on you, at the very least. Because it literally gives you strength, PSM strength, and defense, and PSM defense. Like, it literally is a universal buff medal, which is really good. Which makes it better than HPO. On top of, it's an AoE medal. Okay, it's an AoE medal, which is not HPO. HPO is a single target medal. And it's also 1 gauge lower than HPO, I believe. Well, HPO is 4 gauges, I believe, while this one is 3. So, it's a little cheaper. It's also tier 6, while HPO is tier 3, I believe. So it's just strictly better than HPO. For those of you doing the Hades Cup, there is one thing that you can take out of this. You remember that removes targets enhancements? That comes in handy. You remember that one level, if you happen to come across it already, that has like those that standing cat lady that like shoves the giant iron cage on you and like inflicts status effects on you, and there and next to her happens to be those bookkeeper guys who keep giving everybody defense buffs. This guy right here, this medal, will actually remove those buffs, so you can still hit them. They'll raise themselves up and then use this medal, and it'll just erase all that. So that's something worth noticing and maybe possibly using in case you need that. But other than that, that's it for the VIP. There is one more thing I should mention, and that is that this week's Union Cross. Now, I personally enjoy these type of Union Cross medals. I enjoy the powerful bosses. I'm happy that they're doing this again, like, because in my opinion, it makes Union Cross more fun. Now, I know there are those of you out there who obviously don't have quite as good of the setups and the medals that I do and such, and you're probably running more on the free-to-play medals and such. And this is what I gotta say to you. Union Cross in the first place is not supposed to be, it's not intentionally supposed to be a mode where you can be a lone wolf and like walk through it, okay? Granted, if you're strong enough and you have good enough medals and setups like myself, of course, you can do that, but it's not supposed to be a mode to do that. What it's supposed to be, and what it used to be in the past as well, because I remember this when when Union Cross was still like a struggle for even just for normal missions, was that Union Cross at the time was a mode where you had to work with your team. Like, you legitimately had to work with your team to take down the bosses. That was like the whole point. Even in the story description, they kind of mention like Union Cross is supposed to be like, or at least give hints, like little snippets, that Union Cross is supposed to be a place where like people can get together and work together to do these missions. That's literally what Union Cross is supposed to be about. It's so the fact that they're bringing powerful bosses that forces us to work together to take down hard bosses
It only makes sense. It's literally what Union Cross is supposed to be. So those of you that happen to be free to play, or you don't have strong enough medals or whatnot, like I was saying, that's what it's supposed to be. And the advice I would have to give to you is simply just learn how to work as a team. Jump in with some party members, okay? Or if you're going solo, look at the people that you're playing with. Do you notice that some of them are doing tons of damage and maybe you're not? In that case, maybe you should focus on being a healer, because I know from experience, me as a damage person, because I shred I shred those raid bosses like crazy, or like the Union Cross bosses like crazy as well. And I cannot begin to tell you how happy I feel as a damager when I happen to be knocked out after like a cycle or two of my Keyblade by the boss. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it when there's actually that one person there who's dedicated to healing and actually heals me. Because that's very useful, because they don't have to like sit there dying like with the little counter over my head, wondering like, okay, hey, my score at the end of this at the end of this mission is gonna go down. I won't be MVP anymore because of the fact that I'm not being healed. Or maybe if I am still getting MVP, I'm not gonna be able to take this boss down faster for you guys in order to achieve that mission bonus for all of us to get more coins. Okay, do you kind of see where I'm going with this? Like just because of the fact that you can't do damage doesn't mean that you can't contribute to the team for Union Cross. You can still be useful. There are ways to be useful, and no matter what range and playing of a player you are. And that's honestly one of the fun and greatest aspects about Union Cross, is the fact that like it doesn't matter what level you are, you can just jump in and just play with other people. That's literally the most fun about it, is playing with other people. But that also means being able to work with other people. So as long as you can work that aspect into it, you should be fine. And I have no doubt in my mind that you can do great at, you can have a fun time and you can do great at it as long as you have that type of mindset. But that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to go over the weekly update. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, as well as go ahead and visit my Patreon, where you can help out the channel, which helps me out to be able to help you guys out as a community as well. If you happen to see my last few videos, I was recently doing a VIP giveaway, and one of the things that I want to be able to do is be able to use the money I get from Patreon to just dump right back at you guys for these free giveaways. But I can't do that if I have no patrons. So, but without further ado, that's it for today, guys. My name is Brian from Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Nation, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.